Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And that'll carry. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check three.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Patrick Willis drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs in. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
No, check that.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Pilot, 64. Let's go.
On 1st down, Peyton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
27 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson throwing on 4th down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Stenerud now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Sponge. No.
Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. And now it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
High 7, you're out.
They're going to try and throw. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Niners take over first down team at their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready, break. Go. Here we go. Check safety.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Haywood.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5.
Jackson now down around his goal line. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the 24, Jackson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatlining.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 50. Mike 50. Big Griffin.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Go. Now.
They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now he's forced out left. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Five. 23 in the mark. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Walter Payton taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On first down, Peyton. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They'll look to throw here. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Back to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 36-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Jaguars have won the game.